EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the gun, Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down and 7. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Preston Smith there on the stop. Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Chris Barnes.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. Here's Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Rodgers again now.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, as the first half is winding down,
and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here comes Rodgers now as they go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run out of the gun with Camaro. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. First down, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Again, it's Winston.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On the check down, he finds Camara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers caught by Cobb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. To throw is Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Winston throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it's going to be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The second down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Rodgers looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on second down. Winston. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jameis again. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jameis to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
About do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long